Good morning, good morning. So, this one's kind of a sad video, and I normally don't talk about anything like this because I don't want to make it about, Twitch problems or streamer problems, but I feel like I want to talk about it just because, I'm going to start talking about stuff because why not? But today I wanted to talk about the emiru situation, which is kind of, everybody's got to do this situation thing on YouTube, right? The emiru situation's kind of sad. Now, I'm not a huge follower of all these Twitch streamers. I kind of just follow their YouTube stuff and listen to them, what they say, or watch their little clips or whatever. I really value emiru as a content creator because she does a lot of cosplay stuff, and I like cosplays, so mad respect. But in general, I can't help but feel super upset in general, just with how everything with her has been handled. This goes with the Twitch assault that happened a couple of days ago, and then the aftermath of that, and then even then you can go even further to when her, Valkyrie, and Cinna got stalked or whatever by a dude at the thing. It just sucks, man. It just really sucks. And now with everything going about with Miskiff, and now everybody's starting to talk about that, it's just kind of opening up some new stuff in my brain with just Twitch streamers or whatever, or just streamers in general, I guess we could say. It's just kind of weird. There's so many content creators that why is it so many content creators on YouTube and Twitch and shit that have literally just blown up in popularity, but in two, just blown up in controversy. In the past, I want to say 3 years, it's just been nothing but nonstop accusations towards people, and then people's careers just ending completely. It's just wild. And I want to send, even knowing that I'm a freaking nobody and I'm just a little dude on YouTube, I want to send my highest whatever to emiru. I hope that she's gonna start doing better. I hope that she already is doing better. I hope that I mean that sincerely. I know that she's got good friends with Asmon and Tectone and Cinna and Valkyrie and everything like that, so I think she'll be okay, but you never know. So I want to say that. But in general, I'm disappointed with Twitch and their decision on how they handle who they're hiring. I'm starting to think that content creators, just kind of like Hollywood, they're the same freaking thing at this point, with people just doing stupid stuff. I mean, it's wild. And I'm wondering if maybe we need to go full on and start psychiatric evaluating people or whatever, and making sure that they're sound of mind or something. I don't know. I don't have a solution to this other than just talk about it. So we're gonna just talk about it, but I don't want to get into details because there's nothing really for me to get into details with in this discussion. So we'll just leave that there. But it's crazy how higher ups and high people and high status, Twitch streamers or whatever, can get so undermined by full-on staff members. What happened to emiru at TwitchCon, that should have never freaking happened. What happened to all of those VTubers, that shouldn't have never happened. That was disgusting. And I think that Twitch is gonna start burning to the ground at this point, and we're gonna get some other some other streaming platform that's gonna kick it up. So we'll see. But that's frustrating. It's disgusting that we even have to live in a space where top female streamers need to even have security. I mean, in general, I think everybody should have security, but they should be able to just go out and do their own freaking thing. They don't need to be having a full security detail the whole time. I've been on YouTube for a while, and in the terms of everything that I've seen, in terms of cancellations or whatever, I've seen a lot, and this one kind of feels a little different, right? Because we've been through so many different ones lately. How a person will get accused of something by some random lady on Twitter or whatever. And then it's like, oh, okay, did he do it? And then, you know, typically what happens is the number one response is that dude did it, right? Which shouldn't happen. You know, you should wait for both sides of the story. This one is different in the aspect that, like, emiru doesn't do drama. She doesn't do controversies. She's just a freaking gamer girl that plays League of Legends and does cosplays on stream. Like, most wholesome of wholesome streamers you can probably get from emiru. And I think that's one of the biggest things that makes me so upset, is that, like, she has to deal with it, you know, which is so crazy and it's so upsetting. It was their own relationship, her and Mizkif, which I don't have any stakes in. I don't know them. But, like, you just got to be careful, man. You got to be careful, especially with anything that's like high figure like that. You don't really know the people until you really know them, you know? It's the dating market thing of just, like, you have to be careful with who you're going to be going out with, because you don't know what they're going to do, right? And with Twitch, or with, you know, high value, with, like, high top streamers or content creators, you know, it's already dangerous enough for them because they have people that will want to do something to them, you know, which already is super fucked up that we live in a world where people would want to do that. But I mean, either way, it's upsetting. It's upsetting. In terms of going forward, you know, I'm just watching all of this unfold in the background. Like, I've recorded several different videos to talk about it, because I'm just frustrated and I'm angry, and right now I'm dealing with a bit of a sickness. I think I'm coming over it right now, but you know, I almost had a video come out, like, a quick notice a couple of days ago, when emiru got assaulted at TwitchCon, which I was like, that's not okay. You know, and I don't like Twitch already enough with everything that goes on, you know, like how Hassan handles himself and whatnot, which is dumb. He's just dumb. But the company itself, like, I've sent them emails, you know, and I'm not anybody, so I didn't expect anything to come out of it, but I've sent them emails being like, please change your behavior, please change your platform, because you're not supporting the people that you need to be supporting. And, you know, nothing's happened. So it's just crazy. And I feel like at this point now, everybody's kind of at this space where they're starting to, like, uber pay attention on the Twitch stuff, which I think is a good thing. Dan Clancy needs to be either retiring or be let go in some way, shape, or form. His behavior upon anything that he does is kind of inappropriate and not acceptable. You know, if you're the CEO of a platform like Twitch, you shouldn't be going out and partying at some other person's party while your Twitch event is going on. You know, like, I try to put myself in the shoes of being some sort of CEO or whatever of a streaming platform, and, like, my number one priority would be to make sure that event, you know, a physical event, goes by smoothly, goes by safely for both the attendees and the creators, you know. So I think he should be completely just out of the building, 100%. And it's wild. It's wild. I'm kind of at this point just rambling, which this video is just 100% rambles. But, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think. Like, I'm struggling to grasp the idea that one of the most wholesome streamers on the platform, of all platforms, is dealing with shit that nobody should have to deal with in terms of Twitch, in terms of her own personal life. Which, I mean, there's an aspect to this where my brain keeps kind of coming back to it and saying, why am I making a big deal about it? But, like, it kind of is a big deal. The way I'm justifying this in my own head, right? It is kind of a big deal, because Mizkif isn't just a nobody. Like, this wasn't something that was like Amaranth, right? Where it was just some random dude that she was basically just stating that she married, or that she was dating. I think it was married. You know, this is somebody that has their own platform and has, you know, is making some sort of accumulation of wealth towards it, right? He needs to retire. He needs to retire. At the end of the day, I just want to express that, I guess, coming from my own feelings, that with her group, for emiru specifically, she has a good group of friends, and she has a good support network. So at the end of the day, she will be okay. I have my faith that she will be okay. But anybody personally that deals with something like this, right, you shouldn't hold on to it. You should express it outwardly. You need to talk about it. And I guess that kind of also leads into the whole discussion of just that kind of, I don't want to say politics, but that kind of rhetoric of just like essays and grapes. You should talk about it anytime you want. You know, if you're not comfortable, do it with people that you're comfortable with, to at least get it somewhere stable enough to talk about. And really pay attention to your mental health, guys. That's a big one. I've been kind of struggling with that one lately, but I'm strong enough, I think. Love and support to emiru. Love and support to all of her friends. And yeah. As in terms of personal stuff right now, I should have a couple of videos coming out soon. I'm in the process of working on a vocal cover for a game song, an OST. Other than that, I can't really spoil anything else. I know I'm taking so long with stuff. It's just personal life's been pretty rough, so you gotta cut me some slack there. But in general, stuff's coming out. I'm back on streams starting today sometime. Please come join in, come say hi. I'm more than friendly enough to do that. And yeah, stay safe out there, guys, for real.